Listen very carefully, because what I am about to explain can help many families avoid serious money trouble in the near future. For some people, this message will be a strong wake-up call to protect savings and make smarter choices. During my career, I have watched many financial bubbles grow big, look exciting, and then suddenly crash painfully. Right now, I can say with full confidence that real estate is sitting on the edge of a massive bubble. Before we go deeper, I want you to do something important for your future and your family's safety. If you care about learning how money really works, hit the subscribe button and join this growing community today. We are building a group of people who understand money is not only about earning, but also protecting it wisely. So subscribe now, become part of this group, and let us move through this difficult time together. All right, let me help you clearly see what is happening in the housing market right now. Across the country, people are paying prices for homes that simply do not make logical sense anymore. If I am talking about regular workers earning $60,000 or $70,000 yearly, buying homes costing $600,000. Many families are stretching every dollar they earn just to say they own a house. They accept monthly mortgage payments that swallow almost half of their total income. To feel better, they repeat one sentence again and again, saying real estate always rises and never fails. That exact belief was shared by many people in 2007 before everything collapsed. Because of that experience, I can tell you clearly that the numbers no longer add up. When emotions and fear are removed, however, salaries stayed mostly the same, creating a dangerous gap between prices and earning power. People felt comfortable because interest rates were very low for some time. They locked in loans and believed they made a smart and safe decision. What they failed to consider were all the extra costs that slowly rise over time. Property taxes increase. A broken roof or heating system can turn a manageable payment into financial pressure. Soon, that home feels less like security and more like a heavy weight. When savings disappear, families stop breathing financially and cannot plan for emergencies. I hear these stories daily from agents, lenders, and regular families nationwide. Everyone repeats the same problem. They used all their money to buy a big house and now have nothing left. There is no emergency fund, no investments, and no safety net at all. Living paycheck to paycheck inside an expensive house does not make anyone rich. A house is not building wealth if you cannot comfortably afford. Paper equity means nothing when monthly payments are slowly drowning you financially. This problem is bigger than individual buyers because the entire system is overloaded with debt. Large investment companies bought thousands of homes during the pandemic buying rush. They plan to rent them out and earn easy profits from rising prices. Now, rents are becoming too expensive for many families to afford. When investors see numbers failing, they sell, and selling together causes prices to fall fast. This is not. When prices rise faster than incomes, corrections always follow sooner or later. The warning signs are already visible if you look closely and honestly. Homes are staying listed longer instead of selling within days. Sellers are lowering prices, showing that cracks are forming beneath the surface. Some people say I am being too negative and the economy looks strong today. Jobs exist, businesses run, and markets appear calm on the outside. But bubbles never burst when everything feels perfect and safe. They burst when just one problem appears unexpectedly. That problem could be layoffs, higher rates, or an economic slowdown. Only one weak point is needed for the entire system to break. I watched this happen before when housing collapsed and damaged the whole economy. Families lost homes, savings, and retirement dreams almost overnight. Big banks survived, but regular people suffered the most painful losses. I am sharing this because I want you prepared, not scared. If you own a home and are heavily stretched, review your situation carefully. Ask yourself if you can truly afford your home during hard times. If you plan to buy, ask whether you need a home or fear missing out. Fear is the worst reason to make any financial decision. Housing prices cannot rise forever because economic rules prevent that. When the market corrects, prepared people with cash will find great opportunities. Those who ignored warnings will feel the most pain. Now you understand why this bubble formed and why it is ready to break. Now let me clearly explain what happens next when this real estate bubble finally begins to break apart. There will be opportunities during this crisis, but only prepared people will benefit, while others struggle badly. Slow movement makes sellers nervous and unsure about their asking prices. To attract buyers, sellers begin lowering price by. However, buyers still hesitate because monthly payments remain too high with current interest rates. As a result, more homes pile up on the market with fewer serious buyers available. Next comes the first wave of sellers who absolutely must sell quickly. These people may face job loss, divorce, medical bills, or rising adjustable mortgage payments. Because they feel pressure, they drop prices sharply and accept almost any reasonable offer. Many buyers decide to wait, believing homes will be cheaper next month. Waiting reduces demand further and speeds up the price decline. At the same time, homeowners begin to panic as equity disappears daily. Some rush to sell before prices fall further, increasing inventory even more. Others hold on, hoping for recovery, often making their situation worse. Now, banks start feeling pressure from rising defaults and missed payments. Banks do not want homes because they prefer lending money instead of managing property. So they sell foreclosed homes quickly. These discounted sales push prices down even faster across the market. This stage creates panic as homeowners watch their people who bought at peak prices now owe more than their homes are worth. For many, walking away becomes a logical financial decision despite credit damage. Strategic defaults increase when payments no longer make sense mathematically. This behavior weakens the system and increases pressure on lenders further. When housing crashes, the damage spreads far beyond real estate alone. Construction workers lose jobs as new projects stop immediately. Furniture stores, appliance shops, and home improvement retailers see sales collapse. With less income, this slowdown spreads through the entire economy like falling dominoes. That is exactly what happened during the last major housing crash. The real estate collapse damaged stocks and global markets together. Millions lost jobs even without owning property or working in real estate. Today's bubble is larger, debt levels are higher, and risks are greater. That means the potential fall could be harder than before. So what should you do right now to protect yourself and your family? If you are thinking about buying a home, pause unless it is absolutely necessary. Buying out of fear is dangerous and leads to poor long-term decisions. If renting is affordable, keep cash and wait for prices to correct. Corrections always happen, and patience often leads to better opportunities. When prices fall, you can buy better homes for less money. If you already own a home and payments feel comfortable, stay calm. A fixed-rate mortgage and stable income provides safety during downturns. Short-term value drops matter less if you plan long-term ownership. However, if payments cause stress, consider selling before conditions worsen. Accepting a small loss now may prevent devastating losses later. Protecting financial stability matters more than protecting pride. For investors with cash, opportunity arrives during market crashes. Foreclosures, short sales, and desperate sellers create discounted buying chances. This period is when long-term wealth is often built carefully. But timing matters, and rushing too early can be costly. Wait for stability before making large investments. Patience separates successful investors from emotional decision makers. The most powerful tool during any crisis is liquidity and flexibility. Cash allows you to wait, negotiate, and act when opportunities appear. Without cash, you become trapped and controlled by market movements. This is why diversification and risk control are always important. Never place all your money into one asset or investment type. Spreading risk protects you during unpredictable economic cycles. Now let us talk about the emotional side of financial downturns. Watching your home value fall can feel painful and overwhelming. Preparation and calm thinking help reduce long-term damage significantly. Pain during downturns is temporary if decisions remain rational. Panicking only increases losses and creates regret later. Strong planning helps you survive and recover more quickly. Mental discipline matters as much as financial planning here. We are living through a time of heavy market distortion. Government actions and easy money blurred true asset values. Eventually, markets correct these distortions naturally. Real estate, stocks, and other assets cannot remain inflated forever. Corrections restore balance and punish reckless behavior consistently. Preparation is the only reliable defense against market corrections. I have invested successfully for over 40 years across many industries. I have also seen people lose everything due to poor risk management. The difference between success and failure, knowing when to be cautious matters more than chasing quick gains. Right now, caution protects wealth better than aggressive behavior. Smart investors protect capital first before seeking growth. Do not become a victim who ignores warning signs. You are seeing those warning signs clearly right now. The real estate bubble is going to pop sooner or later. The only question is whether you will be prepared or harmed. If this message helped you understand the situation better, take action. Like this video, subscribe, and join this informed community. Share this message with friends and family who own or want homes.